Yo, what's up, Hoops Talk Central fam? We're back, and I'm hyped to dive into the Monday night Unrivaled Basketball games. Vinyl versus Phantom and Laces versus Mist. Both games gave us plenty to talk about, so you already know this video is about to be fire. Stick around because we're breaking down everything, from Sabrina Ionescu's strong showing to the Mist shooting struggles and everything in between. But before we jump in, y'all know the deal. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and help us reach our goal of 500 subscribers by the end of the month. We're building a space to keep bringing you more women's basketball content, highlighting the players, the games, and all the action you love. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's start with Vinyl versus Phantom. Vinyl came into this game riding high after that dominant win over Rose, and they didn't disappoint here either. Final score 84-71, and once again, Dearica Hamby was that player. She led Vinyl with 22 points on an efficient 9 of 11 shooting. Hamby's just a force, man, getting to her spots and making it look easy. And can we talk about her defense? She absolutely cooked Satou Sabally on both ends. Satou might need to hit up some defensive drills this week because Hamby was taking her to school. Rhyne had a quieter game compared to her 33-point explosion earlier in the weekend, but she still dropped a solid 14 points, along with 8 rebounds and 4 assists. Honestly, it felt like Howard was just cruising out there, like she woke up and decided to casually put up great numbers without breaking a sweat. That's superstar behavior right there. And we got to talk about Rae Burrell. She added 8 points and played some solid defense, but the real highlight, her celebration. Like, seriously, what the hell was that? It was hilarious and weird, but hey, we're here for it. Shout out to Rae for contributing on both ends of the floor and keeping things entertaining out there. Howard's ability to impact the game, even when she's not lighting up the scoreboard, is what makes her so special. And let's give some props to Arike Ogunbowale. 21 points, 9 of 17 from the field. She's just so consistent, giving Vinyl another dynamic scoring option. Vinyl's ball movement was on point, with 16 assists, and they limited themselves to just 3 turnovers. That's how you take care of business. They shot 49.2% from the field, and while their 3-point shooting wasn't great at 30.8%, they made up for it with their aggressive play inside. Now Phantom, it's been a rough start to the season. Sabrina Ionescu did her thing, leading the team with 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists, but let's be real, she looked like a one-woman army out there. The rest of the squad? MIA. Someone help Sabrina, please. Satou Sabally chipped in 12 points and 4 rebounds, but that's not enough to keep up with a team as deep as Vinyl. And let's not forget, 14 turnovers. That's brutal. You're not winning games when you're giving the ball away like that. The Phantom actually shot better from the field than Vinyl, hitting 52.8%, and their 3-point shooting was solid at 36.4%. But the turnovers and lack of free throws, just 4 of 5 for the game, killed them. They've got the talent, but they need to clean things up if they want to turn their season around. Big takeaway? Vinyl looks like a real contender early on. Hamby and Howard are leading the charge, and their depth is proving to be a major advantage. Hamby is setting the tone not just with her efficient scoring, but also with her versatility. She's dominating on the boards and bringing a physical presence that makes it tough for opponents to keep up. Howard, on the other hand, continues to prove why she's a superstar in the making. Even when she's not putting up huge numbers, her impact is undeniable, grabbing boards, creating opportunities, and playing smart basketball. And let's not overlook Arike Ogunbowale. Her consistency as a scorer adds another layer to this already dangerous Vinyl squad. On the flip side, Phantom has some soul searching to do. Sabrina Ionescu is carrying a heavy load, and while her 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists show how much she's doing, it's clear she needs more help. Satou Sabally showed flashes with her 12 points, but her defense was a glaring weakness, as Hamby repeatedly took advantage of her. Brittany Griner also had a decent showing with 13 points and 5 rebounds, but it wasn't enough to shift the tide for Phantom. And the turnovers? 14 giveaways? That's just too many. Phantom's inability to take care of the ball is killing their chances, and until they address this issue, they'll struggle to compete with top teams like Vinyl. They got talent, but right now it's not clicking. They'll need to tighten up their rotations, reduce those turnovers, and find ways to capitalize on Sabrina's playmaking if they want to turn things around. Now, let's move to the second game. Laces versus Mist. This one was all about defense and grit. Final score 63-43 with the Laces coming out on top. Kayla McBride once again showed why she's one of the best in the league. She led the Laces with 21 points on 9 of 22 shooting. While her efficiency wasn't quite there this time, she made the big plays when they mattered most. And let's not sleep on Alyssa Thomas. 12 points, 15 rebounds, and 4 assists. That's a double-double for the books. Thomas was everywhere, controlling the boards and setting the tone defensively. Tiffany Hayes had 16 points, though it took her 6 of 16 shooting to get there. But hey, sometimes it's about volume scoring to get the job done. And Kate Martin contributed 10 points and 4 rebounds. But you know what stood out to me? Kate's confidence and her hustle. After that game, one thing's clear. Kate Martin knows basketball and knows how to put in the work. You can see it in how much more efficient she's become. Her improvement is obvious. Not only is she stronger, but she's faster too. And it's exciting to think about what she'll bring to Golden State. She wasn't afraid to let it fly from 3, and while she was 2 of 7 from deep, seeing her take those shots with no hesitation was a great sign. Plus, she's doing all the little things. Hustle plays on defense, diving for loose balls, and making key stops. At one point, she stopped Breanna Stewart on one end, then ran down the court and hit a pull-up 3. That's how you get it done on both ends. We see you, Kate. On the miss side, it's been a tough start to the season. Breanna Stewart led the way with 17 points and 13 rebounds. Another double-double for Stewie, but the supporting cast just couldn't step up. Jewell Loyd had 10 points, but it felt like she never really got into a rhythm. It's like the basketball gods decided, nah, not today, Jewell. And she was probably thinking the same thing after every missed shot. The missed shot just 31.6% from the field and an abysmal 13.3% from 3. Yikes! And let's talk about those turnovers. 11 for the game compared to just 8 for the Laces. That's just handing the other team extra possessions. Oh, and their free throw shooting? 50%. Come on, y'all. You got to do better than that. Aaliyah Edwards was held scoreless in just 4 minutes of action, and the bench contributed almost nothing. It's hard to win games when you're that top heavy. Big takeaway? The Laces' defense is elite. When you're holding a team to 43 points, you're basically telling them, pack it up, y'all ain't scoring today. The way they shut down passing lanes and pressured shooters was chef's kiss. Their rotations were tight, communication was on point, and they completely took the mist out of their rhythm. Alyssa Thomas and Tiffany Hayes were the anchors, constantly pressuring the ball and making life miserable for missed ball handlers. And can we give a shout out to their team rebounding? Out-rebounding the Mist 42-41 might not sound like much, but it's those little battles that add up over the course of the game. For the Mist is back to the drawing board. They've got the talent, but they need more from their role players and better execution on offense. Jewell Loyd and Breanna Stewart can't do it all alone. Stewie was grinding on both ends, but she needs consistent help. And the turnovers? They're not just a number, they're a symptom of bigger issues with their offensive flow. 11 giveaways in a game like this is unacceptable, especially when you're already struggling to score. If they can figure out how to better involve their bench and clean up their offensive sets, there's still hope for a turnaround. But right now, the Mist are looking like a team searching for answers. So, what did we learn from Monday night's games? First, Vinyl and the Laces are looking like early contenders. Hamby, Howard, McBride, and Thomas are all showing out, and their teams are clicking on both ends of the floor. Hamby continues to dominate as one of the most efficient and versatile players in the league, while Howard proves game after game why she's a rising superstar. McBride is stepping up as the clutch leader for the Laces, and Alyssa Thomas's relentless hustle on both ends of the floor is the kind of energy every team needs. Second, Phantom and the Mist have some serious work to do. Turnovers, lack of bench production, and poor execution are holding them back. For Phantom, Sabrina Ionescu is out there looking like a one-woman show, and while she's doing all she can, basketball is a team game, and her team needs to start acting like one. And Satu? You're too talented to be getting cooked like that. Hamby practically had her on a highlight reel. It's clear the defense needs some serious work. As for the Mist, they're looking like a top-heavy team that can't get it together. Jewell Loyd and Breanna Stewart are doing everything they can, but when your bench is giving you almost nothing, it's a tough road ahead. Those 11 turnovers and poor free throw shooting didn't help either. It's still early, but these games highlighted who's thriving and who's struggling. Vinyl and the Laces have all the momentum, while Phantom and the Mist need to find answers fast. Let me know in the comments who y'all think had the best performance from Monday night. Was it Hamby cooking everyone? Kate Mart improving hustle counts? Or Rae Burrell with that bizarre but unforgettable celebration? What was that about? It was weirdly unforgettable though. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel with your hoop-loving friends. We're so close to hitting 500 subscribers, and I can't do it without y'all. Thanks for kicking it with me. Until next time, peace.